Hello everyone, I am back for more standard action. Today I will be playing the tokens deck that I've been playing for a while, I guess for the past week. I'm really liking this deck. I've added blue for Champion of Wits. I ideally would like to add a couple Scarab Gods, but it's currently not high on the list of stuff to get right now because they're like $40 each online, so we're just going to be playing with this. We definitely lose points for not getting the Scarab Gods, but for now I just want to try out the deck as a whole to see if it's worth trying. Right now I'm playing a Marionette Master in a Scarab God slot, and I'm playing the 4th Anointer Priest in the Scarab God slot. Sideboard is kind of to be determined. I think there should be some negates and stuff in here, but again, we're just testing stuff out. I don't want to spend too much time on the sideboard and such at the moment. It's super important, but right now I just want to get the main deck where I want it. By that I mostly mean just get it to a reasonable point, not like super tuned, but just to make sure I like the deck overall. But we do have Bant Approach and Blue-White Heroic, both by Jim Davis, that I can play today, or my Pauper Black-White Aristocrats deck. So this hand has a crap ton of 1-drops. So we can keep this. This is some reasonable mana here, so this is worth keeping. Now the question is, what color land do we get? I mean, obviously it's either black or white right now. I think right now the priority should be on getting white mana just to get a creature out, because we'll eventually get to Fatal Push. Now with that means we could play a Renegade map and a Legion's Landing, which is nice. And the Renegade map will look for a basic swamp just to round out our mana. The interesting part about going with an island here is that our opponent doesn't necessarily know that we're on black-white tokens. They might be thinking we're on some sort of other blue-white, maybe the Embalm list. It's going around. I mean, it doesn't play Renegade map, but still. And, we're not going to sacrifice this during our upkeep because we want to draw lands. Not necessarily an island, but either way, we'll go ahead and sacrifice this, get our swamp. Play the swamp. We'll play an Anointer Priest. Alright, yeah, so we're not going to stop that, but we'll go ahead and Fatal Push his guy to play around anything. And we're fine with that being in the graveyard because we can get it back. Sorry guys, that's my dog. If you can hear him in the background, that's my dog playing with his toy. He binned a fatal push. It's not necessarily great for us. Yes, we'll go ahead and attack. I guess it's probably better to keep it for blocks in case he plays something else next turn. We can block, trade, and then fatal push. In which case we'll just play a map. Yeah, that seems better. We're not really under any pressure. Sure, we'll let him enter the battlefield, and then we gotta kill him off. Because we can't kill the champion of wits. Yet. With the fatal push, otherwise he might not have. Alright, and now we'll sacrifice our renegade map on our upkeep this time. Because we don't want to draw any more lands. So we'll just hit our plains. Ixalan's Binding. So he left mana up. He seems like a pretty heavy creature deck. So he probably would have played a creature if he had one. So I'm thinking he's holding up some sort of counterspell. But is it worth it to trade? No, we'll probably... So we're definitely playing the Legion's Landing this turn. The question is whether or not we play Ixalan's Binding or flashback our Anointer Priest. And again, it's whether or not we want to play around a counterspell, because Ixalan's Binding just seems great. Right now, I mean, the only counterspells he could have would be Negate, because the Lookout's Dispersal only counts pirates. So I think we'll play the Ixalan's Binding. I think it's reasonable he doesn't have a counterspell for it. Probably post board he will. But right now, I doubt. That was pretty reasonable that he didn't. It's more likely he has a removal spell like a Fatal Push or something, which would have been bad if we played the Anointer Priest. So, and I decided to hold the Legion's Landing because it's a good trigger for our... okay. So he's got a Scarab God, and we might just lose now. Alright, so we got our stockpile. So, you kind of just got to play the things we have. And hope we can gain a crap ton of life. And we do get the trigger off the stockpile, because we sacrificed a Legion's Landing. But this is pretty not good. We're in a pretty not good spot. He gets back an Anointer Priest. Sure. Basically right now our plan is to dig as much as possible to get another Ixalan's Binding. We'll block with our servo. And we'll sacrifice before damage. Get a scry in. Fumigate is not good enough. Correct. I mean, it'll kill all his stuff. We have 2 Ixalan's Binding Lift, which could be anywhere. Yeah, we'll keep that one on top, because we can start scrying in the following turns. Because we'll fumigate, stuff will die, we'll get our trigger. Lets us sacrifice things. Alright, we will attack with our dudes. Because they're going to die anyways, so we may as well get the extra life off of lifelink and then deal the extra damage. And there's no 1 mana counterspell that we're worried about. No, I guess we don't want to always yield to that. So, he can cast his Scarab God again. That's okay. Okay, he's got a Forerunner. What pirate are we getting? Oh, he gets another one? Sure. Upkeep, we will go ahead and scry, because we're not attacking, so no reason to just draw naturally. Put the land on the bottom. Draw a card. Another Fumigate. Can't really play that one. Well, we can, but we're not going to. So use a blue-black pirate deck. I don't know if this is the direction I'd go with a blue-black deck. Obviously pirates are great, but if you're going to be just playing a Scarab God deck, there are better stuff to be playing than pirates. Sure. Sure. So we know he has a Scarab God and a Forerunner in his hand. Oh no, he draws the Forerunner. Sure, well. Sacrifice him to scry. No reason not to. Anointed Procession can go to the bottom. Alright, so now we know he has a Forerunner and a Scarab God. So, tapping blue suggests he's playing the Scarab God, in which case we'll Fumigate on our turn again. Nope, playing a Forerunner. Sure. He's just going to get all the Forerunners. That's fine. We can outlive the damage. We are a life gain deck. So we'll take 4. We'll see what we draw, but we're likely going to Fumigate. Can't scry any, so we won't. Sure, we'll play the land. Now, question is, do we Fumigate? We know he has a Scarab God in hand. So we'll be taking 6, 7, 8 damage. I think we can take 8. Because we'll take 6 here, and then he'll probably play the Forerunner. And if he just doesn't play it, or if he plays the Scarab God, either way we will play Fumigate pretty much. Yep, and this is a board we're fine fumigating. See what he gets. I mean, if he gets another one, then okay. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but so can't scry, won't scry. Go ahead and blow up the board. We'll leave a black open. He knows we play Fatal Push, so may as well pretend like we have Fatal Push. So now he's got a Forerunner and a Scarab God in hand. Yep. He can't do much with it right now. Or right this second. Right, so we'll play Champion of Wits. Try to get an Ixalan's Binding or something to that effect. Oh, those are terrible for him to get back. Wow, okay. Well, we definitely have to discard an Alinda. I guess we'll discard the other Alinda. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to discard that one so that we can play it, kill his dude, and maybe buy another turn. Yeah, okay. We're gonna pretend that one never happened. It totally happened, but we're gonna be sad it happened. Profane Procession is great. Deadeye Tracker is great. Cast Out is great. Durist is probably good. He'll probably bring in negates. So we could take that out. Fumigates don't seem that awesome. Alinda doesn't seem that great. We don't need all the duresses, or any duresses. We can just do this. That seems reasonable. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, Alinda seems bad. But yeah, that was totally a misplay on our part. Like, I know what I wanted to do in my head, but I just didn't do it. We wanted to discard the start to finish so that we could finish his Scarab God and make him replay it again. And that is not what we did, so we shame scooped. Yes, I would like to go first. This hand seems keepable. I mean, it's not a great hand, but we've got lands and spells. We've got all our colors of mana. We've got kill spells. It's an all around reasonable enough hand. Evolving Wilds is a pretty good draw. Well, it's not that great of a draw. We would have preferred like a hidden stockpile or something, but we're not playing anything on this turn anyways. So, alright, so we'll let it land. Fatal Push it, because otherwise he probably takes Fatal Push. So he gets to see our hand. For some reason it counts start to finish as two separate cards for some reason. Alright, so we'll take a Plains. Yep, play an island, play Champion of Wits. We will definitely use its ability. Alright, we can discard an Evolving Wilds and an Evolving Wilds. Maybe. No, we'll discard a Fumigate. Sure. And this will be the game where we see if Deadeye Tracker is worth playing. Play the island, play Champion of Wits. So he only knows those two cards. Alright, well, it looks like our opponent missed his third land drop, which is pretty good for us. We'll go ahead and... I guess we don't need to play Evolving Wilds. We just play Glacial Fortress, we could play both of those things. That seems pretty reasonable. So we'll just throw out that guy. We have one unknown in hand. Alright, so he was going to play something, but he decides to attack first. No attacks. Alright, well, go ahead and play this thingy. And if he counters it, that's fine. Alright, we'll play Evolving Wilds, play a Renegade map. We'll go ahead and explore with our dude. I guess we can just... I don't think there's a reason to... We'll probably want to Evolving Wilds first. Okay, that's reasonable. I mean, he knows what we have in hand, so he doesn't need to play around anything. How many lands do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you may as well attack with the champion, because we'll have enough lands to eternalize him later if he blocks. No. Plus we can't even use that ability anyways. Sure. He'll probably just block a warrior. Yeah. Sure, he takes 3. He plays his own Champion of Wits. Probably. Fell Flagship. Okay. Do we double block? No, I guess we can take 5. Again, we're the life gain deck, so. And we can just like sacrifice a warrior to kill the poisoner. Seems reasonable. And then we'll go ahead and sack our Evolving Wilds, get a swamp because we've got a lot of white and a lot of blue, so we'll get a swamp, and then during our upkeep we'll sacrifice the Renegade map. Get a... yeah, I guess another Plains is fine. Okay, yeah, I mean that's really good. So we'll play that, and then we can just start making tokens. What does he need to crew this? 3? Okay. So we'll attack with all 3. Probably sacrifice our Champion of Wits, just so we can play it next turn. Choose target creature. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Pay. Sacrifice a creature. And then we can play him next turn and drop this land. Seems reasonable. We can take 2 if he wants to attack for 2. Alright, he's playing a pirate. Alright, Siren Storm Tamer. Yep, nothing we really want to do here. Upkeep, don't need to do anything. We'll draw. I think we'll just flashback a Champion of Wits, because we don't really need either of the 2 cards in our hand. Okay, these are all pretty good. I don't think we need the Renegade map. And the question is whether or not we keep the dunes or the landing, because we want the rest of those. The landing just gets us a 1/1, where Shefet Dunes gets us other good, or lets us do more. Right, so we'll keep him back, but we'll attack with those 2 because we're fine trading if he wants to trade. If he flashes in the 2/2, that's also fine. Forerunner probably gets a Forerunner. That was his trend from last game. And if he does, we'll definitely Ixalan's binding it. That's not even a question. Alright, he does not crew a ship. Okay, so I lied. There is a question because he has the counter target spell or ability. So yeah, that'd be an ability. The question is if we block here, if we attack, he's down to, we'd be taking 7. That's a lot. So I think we should block. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we can block there. And then we can use our, is it just creature? Targets you or a creature you control. So he could crew the Forerunner. Let's see, nothing to do during our upkeep. How much mana do we need? We just need 1, 2. We need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll play our tapped land. Because we're not playing 2. So I think we can Ixalan's Binding. Targeting, I mean, I think whichever one he targets will get countered. But I think this is the biggest. That one's actually kind of annoying. Yeah, we'll target the flagship. He might, I mean, he did not crew and counter it. I don't know if he just didn't see it, but either way, that's okay. Alright, so he's going to play another Forerunner. Decides for some reason to tap his blue mana. Yep, you got yourself a freebooter. Alright, take 2. We will exile his freebooter and his poisoner. Drew a land that we didn't want to draw. Upkeep, no effects. Stockpile. So that'll deal 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 3. There's no way to trigger Revolt. Okay, we can sacrifice a dude. That'd be, we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we can Anointed Procession, make that. Or we can Ixalan's Binding. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's either 7 or 8. So either way we can play that. So if we Ixalan's Binding, that'll save us some life. So we can Ixalan's Binding Hidden Stockpile. And then we're just left with an Anointed Procession in our hand. It's reasonable. Okay. And we're kind of running low on time, so. It is important to try to keep up the pace. Then we will go ahead, sacrifice a dude. I guess we don't even need to sacrifice a dude because we're not getting multiple tokens. So we'll just chill. Like trading a 1/1 vigilance for a 1/1 servo. Like we can do that later when we're blocking or something. Yep. Get a freebooter, take our Anointed Procession. Yep, non-creature, non-land. It is a duress. It's not a what's it called? Collective brutality. Yeah, we'll double block here. Just try to save us some damage. Upkeep, can't do anything. Draw Champion of Wits. Cast that guy. Yield through turn. We'll take 3. And step, activate. We'll sacrifice the Champion of Wits. Ixalan's Binding doesn't do it. Upkeep, we really just need to hit a Fumigate or something, so we'll just keep scrying until we get to what we need. Anoint our Priest will gain 1 life. That doesn't do it. So, draw Fumigate? Nope. I guess we'd gain 2 life, but he still got 3 in the air, so that'll do it. Alright. Yep, that didn't turn out too well, but that's okay. We're just not hitting our combo pieces. So, which is Anointed Procession, Hidden Stockpile. We don't hit them until really late. Maybe the Caracal was supposed to come in. But again, the sideboard's still not optimal. I like to play first. Yes. Alright. This should be a pretty good hand. We get to do lots of cool things. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. Turn off auto yields. Dang it. I thought he was going first. Whatever, yo. Alright. We are on the draw this game. It's still a good hand. That's what I get for trying to play fast. Upkeep, we will not sacrifice. Because we want to draw some lands. But we'll play our Concealed Courtyard. Play Hidden Stockpile. Sacrifice Renegade Map. Get an... I guess a Plains. We don't need the island yet. We'll just get it off the Evolving Wilds. Because next turn we're gonna Evolving Wilds. Hidden Stockpile. which is pretty good. Yep. A bone picker. Yep, nothing to do during our upkeep. So stockpile. Evolving Wilds. Sack Evolving Wilds. Get an island. Get 2 dudes. Next turn, probably play Alinda. Or probably play Anointed Procession, then Evolving Wilds. Phoenix. We can beat a Phoenix. It'll be great if he blocks 2. He's probably not going to block. Alright, we'll start with attack, see if he blocks. Probably doesn't block. But okay, he really wanted to block. Alright, well that makes playing Anointed Procession an easy decision. Because now we just get 4 dudes. And we really want a board wipe or something. Ouch. Is that 11 in the air? Yeah, we really need some sort of board wipe. Yep, can't do anything. But I don't think anything we can do can get us said board wipe. So I guess what we need is a her, but that doesn't even do it because we gain 4, go to 10. So we need to naturally draw a cast out or something. That doesn't even do it. I don't think we have a live draw in our deck. Evolving Wilds is not it. But we'll pretend like we have Settle the Wreckage. Make him play around it. Get a Plains. At least make him think about it for future games. See, that's why we do it. Huh. That'll do it too. Alright, so that was rough just because he plays a crap ton of flyers. Like those are just all flyers. So Profane Procession come in, cast out, Caracal, gain life stuff. Don't need any of that. Fatal Push doesn't seem great. We didn't see anything in his deck that we'd really want to kill with it. Don't need Marionette Master. One more drop. Maybe Anointed Procession. He seems, I mean, at least from that, he seems pretty aggressive. So, taking out a slower card that we don't need 100 of is reasonable. lands we would like to play first. We would definitely like to mulligan a 0-lander. Sand isn't fantastic, but it's keepable. No, I think we just want to hit lands. I think that is very important for us. And I think, to be fair, that game probably could have gone differently if we had just played land and spells turn 1, but we accidentally F6 through our first turn. Yep, just want lands. That's all we want. Yeah, whatever. I mean, if he's gonna kill it, he's gonna kill it. Yep, has been upgraded. Again, we just want to draw lands. Tapped or untapped. I'm not too picky at this point. Yep, you can have any card you want. I mean, I can't cast any of them, so I don't know which one he's more afraid of. Probably Champion of Wits, because that gets us closer to more lands. Because that's not too scary at the moment. Alright, Fumigate works too. Yep. Fun games of Magic. Lost Legacy. Sure. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if Lost Legacy is necessarily that great against us. Hey, we're playing Magic, kind of. We will play the spells that we have. But yeah, I don't know if, like, Lost Legacy is necessarily that great against us, because, I mean, obviously that's part of, like, the super great gain life if you can name Anointed Procession, but it's just like naming a approach against an approach deck. It's just not going to kill, or it's not going to really answer the problem. Like, if hopefully we draw another land and we can just start exiling stuff, and then that'll be great. Yep. Lightning Strike, we get a token back. Yep. This is upkeep, sacrifice, return it, gains haste. Yep. Alright, that we probably just lose because that's not super relevant. Does attacking do anything? No, we're going to 5. Yeah. He knows what's in our hand. So he knows not to be afraid of anything. Yep. He probably takes Fumigate. That is actively bad against him. I mean, he knew what we had in our hand, so I figured he would cast that knowing what he wanted to take. And we will upkeep our Renegade map. Because we don't want to draw lands now. It is too late for drawing lands, but we'll take an island. So we're dead on board, unless we exile his Phoenix, or one of those two, but the Phoenix is the better of the two. So we'll go ahead and attack. Because we're not blocking. Gain a life. Maybe the life is relevant. And we're dead. Fun. Our lands were just too late. Like, we stumbled on lands a lot. We didn't really get to play Magic those 2 matches. But we'll try again. Just keep on going. This hand looks fun. We'll keep it. Don't need upkeep stops. Player Renegade map. Yep. And then next turn we will sacrifice it, play the stockpile, and then go from there. Just waiting on our opponent. Not sure what he's thinking about. Deep Root Elite. Alright, playing against Merfolk. This is probably a reasonable matchup. And we didn't sacrifice it during our upkeep because we want to draw lands right now. Next turn, we've got options. Options are always good. He's got Dude Bro. Ah. Dude Bro being, I think it's Kamena. A 3-drop. Alright, well, he can't attack. Well, that's good news. But we will upkeep Scry, probably play Anointer Priest. Evolving Wilds is a reasonable draw. Put it on top. Play our Anointer Priest. Gain some life. Make some dudes. Opponent's still thinking. Yep, it's enter the battlefield, so that's pretty strong. But we're in a pretty good gain life situation, and we will next turn we'll Evolving Wilds and Legion's Landing Anointer Priest. Yeah, if he attacks, we'll definitely double block, but there's no reason for him to attack. And we're not going to upkeep Scry, because we're not scrying. Ixalan's Binding is good against Nissa. Play Legion's Landing. Yep. Should have played our first Anointer Priest. Misplay. That life is probably important. We'll get another Plains just because we're taking damage off that. We don't need double black in this deck. Well, for Marionette Master, but not going to attack. Now we'll just start gaining a bunch of life and doing a bunch of things, so we're doing alright. He's going to get a lot of value off this Nissa, because I assume his deck is just Nissa on 3. We're looking for a Fumigate now to deal with all the annoying things. Okay, apparently Nissa's going up. He went first. For some reason I was thinking we missed a land drop, but no, he just went first. Yep, this is scary. Will not lie. But we're not dead. Not really. We got lots of blockers and stuff, so. Yeah, sure, we'll block. You're one dude. We will upkeep Scry. Yeah, that one's fine. Just because now we just want to get Fumigates and such. Yeah, we'll play... No, I think it's better to draw. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Because we really want Fumigates. So we'll discard Renegade Map and Start to Finish. Because that gives us... We now have a couple removal spells to deal with things. And we're not, I mean, this is a lot, but we're not really under any pressure Well, okay, we're under pressure, but we're not afraid at the moment of dying. At least probably in the next couple turns. And obviously I don't know why he wants that at 6 to deal, what is it? 10 damage? Okay. So that's scary. Alright, go to blocks. We only need to block 3 of them. And we're not upkeep scrying, so... Or we can only block 3 of them, I guess, is a better question. I guess this is the question, do we want to block? We want to, what is that, 12 damage? So we wouldn't be dead. Because we're basically dead to not fumigate. And he's got 2 unblockable dudes. Oh, it's wanting me to... So I'm thinking this guy should just go here. We take 5, go to 19. Because he'll be attacking with 19 that we can't deal with. Yeah, so we're pretty dead if we just don't draw Fumigate. This is kind of where we're at right now. So may as well keep open a bunch of things to gain life off the Fumigate. I guess upkeep scrying is correct because we will, if we draw Fumigate, we'll just flip it with the dudes. So we just want to increase our chances of drawing Fumigate. Bottom. Fumigate? Not Fumigate. Definitely dead. Alright. Fun. We play 4, so Caracal, all of those seem good. Bring out the slow cards, Marionette Master, Alinda, and an Anointed Procession. Seems good. I would like to play first. I mean, we've got lands. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, we will keep. Alright, we mold the 6. Scries to the bottom. Play an Evolving Wilds. Pass turn. And then if we draw... No. I was going to say if we draw like a black or white mana, we could play Stockpile, but that doesn't do anything. We'll probably just play Renegade Map. Yep. No. Oh. Yeah, just get in too big of a hurry. Online. Alright, play... Yeah, play Renegade Map. Still trying to get into a Magic Online groove. Yep. What would we have done this turn? We could have Fatal Pushed the Deep Root Elite. Yeah. This is going to go south pretty quickly. But we still hopefully can. Yeah, we'll just get a black. Not upkeep, do the thing, because we want to draw. We want to draw lands. Get a plains, play a plains. Yeah, we'll just hidden stockpile. And then fatal, yeah, we should go ahead and fatal push that guy. Just because we don't really want them getting stuff off of that. That's probably the most dangerous thing that we could kill. Because that's just, it's just as, that's probably much better. And we will upkeep Scry with our guy. Do we upkeep Scry with our guy? No, we'll just play out Legion's Landing, because that's just, which is better, a lifelink token or a Scry? And I think lifelink on a token is pretty good. Alright, Glacial Fortress, Sunscourge Champion, gain some life. Legion's Landing. Make a dude. No reason to attack. I mean, he's not going to block, so dealing 1 damage isn't super relevant. And we will probably upkeep Scry on our turn this time, because we're not likely going to fumigate, unless he just goes crazy this turn. Yeah, he's probably got to open a counterspell, but we're not. We're probably not going to cast anything super relevant. Get rid of the white. Yeah. It's a card, and we'll not play the land first, just in case we want to discard it. Yeah, we'll discard that and that. Play Concealed Courtyard. Because having a kill spell in our graveyard's pretty good. Because next turn we can just cast that instead of Fumigate if we need to. So, I think it's going well enough. It's 4 in discard. River Sneak, yep. Alright, upkeep we will Scry. Do we want to Scry? I don't think we need to Scry. We're just going to cast that. And I don't want to sacrifice another thing, so we'll just take a natural draw. It's a good natural draw. And we will target, I guess, the Sneak, because these guys aren't attacking, and anything he plays we can just fumigate away. So assuming he's not holding up counter spells, but if he is, that's okay. And yeah, if he's negating that, then That means we have more of a chance of our Fumigate resolving. Yep, we'll start gaining life, playing dudes. We might just sacrifice our Sunscourge champion. Alright. Now we'll just probably attack and Fumigate. And we know he has no cards in hand. We get dudes. And he probably scoops to the Fumigate. And we'll get dudes. We'll have cards we can play in our graveyard. So, yeah, we'll upkeep Scry because we're going to flip our Legion's Landing. So we'll get our 5th land regardless. Ixalan's Binding is fine in case he plays like a Nissa. So we'll attack with everybody. If he wants to block, he can block. But he probably just blocks to where he doesn't lose anything. And we will Fumigate. Which he cannot answer. Next turn we'll see what we draw, but probably just play Sunscourge Champion. Yep, Deeproot Elite. And we will upkeep Scry. No reason really not to. Land can go to the bottom. Basically, if our draw is good, we'll play it. Otherwise, we'll play the Sunscourge Champion. Gain a bunch of life. Sure, we'd gain an additional life if we had played the Anointed Priest first, but that's a 4/4. We've got a bunch of life. That one went well for us. Nothing we saw really changes our mind. Maybe cast out. Yeah, I could see cast out over Ixalan's Binding. Sure. I'm fine with that change. I think, like, I've been playing, originally I was playing cast outs, now I'm playing Ixalan's Bindings. See which one I like better. I like the instant speed of cast out. So I'll probably switch back. Yeah, we'll keep. Because we can Fatal Pushes first thing, Legion, and then maybe Evolving Wilds or whatever. We'll see what he plays, but so we'll just hold up Fatal Push, kill whatever he plays. Legion's Landing, start to finish, go from there. Yep, we'll kill it. Well, that makes me want to just go ahead and play the Evolving Wild so that we can get blue next turn. Yep. Yeah, we want an island. Champion of Wits. Yes, I would. We can drop. I think next turn I want to play like Finish Renegade map or something to that effect. We're definitely keeping Fumigate, so we can discard that guy. Maybe an Anointer Priest. Sure. Because that way we have options next turn. We can Legion's Landing, sack the dude, kill the dude, Silver Gale Adept, sure. No upkeep effects. Play Chef at Dunes. Now, do we kill a thing? Do we make a thing? Probably kill. I mean, we don't need to kill anything because we're just going to fumigate. So you might just. If we're going to fumigate, it's better just to play an Anointed Procession. Yeah. Because we have our 5th land, so. And hopefully he just taps out, makes our life easy. That way we don't have to play around. Counter spells. Yep. Silver Gale Adept. Okay, he's leaving mana open. Well, it's Fumigate number 2. So I'm thinking just Anointer Priest Legion's Landing. That seems reasonable. Or do we just cast our Fumigate? Well, it seems like he's struggling on lands. So, yeah, I think this is an acceptable play. Because I don't think he can counter this. We get multiple tokens. He doesn't have anything unblockable. We're not really afraid right now of dying. Another Silver Gale Adept. He's drawn a bunch of cards, which is kind of scary. Alright. So now's probably a turn where we have to fumigate because he's tapped out. He's got 4 cards in hand, but we've got another fumigate. Bad stuff happens. So we'll fumigate Renegade Map. And we'll do that by attacking with dudes. We unfortunately lose our double Anointer Priest, but hey, that's scary. Especially since we know he has a Mistbinder in hand. So we will cast our Fumigate. Do we even want to cast Fumigate? I don't even know if we need to cast Fumigate. Because like if we just make tokens, make him play to the board, like we're gaining life. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we'll just, okay. I mean, he's tapped out. That's a big reason to do it, but I think we're gaining enough life to where we're in a reasonable spot. Okay, he just has 500 silver Galadeps. So if he plays his Mistbinder this turn, we're definitely going to fumigate. Yeah. Sure, we'll create a bunch of vampires. Gain some life. Sure. So now we definitely fumigate next turn. So what gains us the most life is block, block, block. And if he has Spell Pierce, then he has Spell Pierce. I mean, we know he has a Merfolk Mistbinder in hand. But there's very little to be done about that. Actually, we could play around that. Duh. For some reason I thought that was a hidden stockpile, so now we'll cast it. So now we can play around Spell Pierce. And if he tries to go crazy again with Merfolk, which I don't think he can, he's drawn a whole bunch of cards. Oh, he had 2. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Fatal Push a dude. That seems pretty good. That one. If he negates it, that's great. Otherwise we just play out our other dude, gain some life. Next turn we can play Anointed Procession. Nothing to do in our upkeep. So we'll just take our draw. Stockpile's pretty good. Let's see if he'll counter it. Again, I can only assume he has a counter spell if he's just not playing spells. So he's deciding whether or not he wants to counter it or not. And he does. And I think Anointed, Hidden Stockpile might be more important, but I think Anointed Procession will just take me much further. No upkeep effects, draw. We will attack if for some reason he decides to double block, cool. Otherwise we'll just kill the sneak probably. Target creature, that guy. Sacrifice a dude, that guy. And we'll play him again, discarding the map. Get 2 4/4s, gain 8 life. Yeah. He had no cards in hand. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Oh, is it too late? Yeah, it's too late. So I just wanted to make a couple changes, notably Ixalan's Binding for cast out. This hand looks fine. Also a reminder that Marionette Master in my hand, or in my deck, probably should be Scarab God. And we will get a Plains off of that, Plain Anointed Priest. And this hand is pretty slow, but it's got a bunch of good cards, so we will keep the hand with good cards. And we'll get double white to play our Fumigate. We will not be sacrificing it during our upkeep, because we want to draw lands. And this is a pretty decent wall against his Bomat Carrier. And you could just lightning strike it. Kinra, that'll do it too. Yep. Can't block, take 3. Fatal Push is pretty good. We'll play it after he attacks with a Courier to make him exile another card. Yep, you gotta pay ya. He might not even attack. Huh. My little 1/3 is doing work. So I guess we will hit the Courier, make him exile cards. Play Renegade map. Unfortunately, we missed our 4th land, which is a pretty big deal, but what can you do? Right. He can't really, he can attack with the 1/1, but this Anointed Priest is doing work, keeping us alive. Rekindling Phoenix, that's a good Ixalan's Binding target. We're not going to sacrifice during our upkeep. Still want to draw lands. That's a good land. Play our land. Play Ixalan's Binding, targeting the Phoenix. No attacks. And then we have another one for Hazaret, should he play a Hazaret anytime soon. Kinra, yep, no blocks. Take 2, 4, 6, 7. Question is whether or not we fumigate. We probably do. That's just a pump. +1/+. Okay. Yeah, we probably fumigate. Can't block, won't block. Because we're at 6. Still not sacrificing during our upkeep because we kind of want to draw a land. Not going to play that land. Get a swamp. Play swamp. May as well get in for our damage because we can. If he has Hazaret land, we take 5, go to 6. And then we can Ixalan's Binding it and be in a pretty good spot. What are you doing, bruh? Just sure. Gains us 1 less life, so we go to 5 if he has Hazaret instead of 6. These guys, it costs 6. Yep. And what is it? With power less than or equal to. So I guess we're dead. Depending on what we draw. But we were dead if we didn't fumigate, really, so kind of in a tough spot. Because he has another one. So we can't just play one dude, because then we're dead. If we play Marionette Master and go wide, that's probably okay. Yeah, let's do that. Because we're not dead on board to that, which is nice. Because he probably makes it so Servo can't block, but then we can just block with 2, and then probably play an Ixalan's Binding or an Anointer Priest. Yep. Servo can't block. Block with my other 2. Two, 4, 6, so we can't play 2 spells, so player Concealed Courtyard, and do we play Anointer Priest or Ixalan's Binding? If we play Anointer Priest, we have to block with just a Servo, really. But he could have like Lightning Strike, so we gotta probably block with 2. So it's basically the same as playing an Ixalan's Binding, except this can hit like Hazaret, which is a big deal. But if he ever gets a Hazaret, I think we're just likely dead anyways. So we'll just play Ixalan's Binding, save the Anointer Priest. Maybe draw like a hidden stockpile, start going off like that. Yep. Even a fumigate would be good. Yep, servo can't block. Yeah, that's lethal. And it would have been lethal even if I had played the Anointer Priest, so that was a good combination of cards. But that's okay. We had a good combination of cards too, to be fair. Take out the slow cards. Probably a couple of those. Alright. We just want to be slow because we do have just general inevitability against them, so we don't really need to get our combo out immediately. And sideboard, not really ideal, I guess. We haven't spent too much time on that. Probably will tonight after the stream or tomorrow, since we kind of got this in a reasonable spot. I like what it's doing. The main deck, at least. Well, I'll see if I can find a black or white draw spell instead of the Champion of Wits. Let's see. Would Scarab God have made that last game any more different? Yeah. I mean, just being a 5/5 alone. If it was 5/5 no text, that would have been much different. As opposed to the Marionette Master. Plus being able to play it on 5. And the 5/5 being different because with the Kinras, flashing back the Kinras, they can only prevent blockers if it's equal to or less, and unfortunately the Marionette Master would have been a 4/6 at best. But being able to play a 5/5 is pretty good, because it would have stopped the Kinra altogether. And then we could have gotten back creatures for blockers much more easily. So I might just have to shell out for Scarab Gods and be sad. But ideas for the sideboard. We got Gideons and Negates and such. Would I like to play first? Yes, I would. Is this a keeper? This looks like a keeper. Okay, he's down to 5. He puts a card on top. Doggone it. At least nobody saw that. Right. But next turn we'll still play 2 spells. It's just our dude should be attacking. But this might suggest to him that we might not have any other lands in hand. But upkeep, yeah, we still want to draw lands. Cool. Now we want to stop drawing lands. Yeah, we'll attack. Anything he... What? Okay, a braid, sure. I don't know if that was... You probably should have just done it like second main phase just to see if... Or end of turn to see if I played anything relevant, like... Yeah, the life gain dude. I mean, flying's pretty good against us. I guess it might be worth... it will sacrifice this during our upkeep as opposed to instep in case we draw a hidden stockpile. And we'll get a swamp just to get our double black. We don't need double black, but we already have 3 white and double blue. So just play Anointed Procession. There should also be some Fragmentizes in the sideboard of this. Not that we'd bring them in against him, but just to toss that out there. Crew 1, correct? Correct. Yeah, we don't really have any way to deal with flyers. We saw that a few games ago against the blue-black, or the red-black flyer deck, and the blue-black pirates deck. That just dealing with flyers is a big deal. I don't know if there's a best answer for that. We could play like the angel, the Chandra. Sure, we will. Definitely Ixalan's binding that one. Ixalan's binding Chandra. Play a renegade map. Pass turn. Hey. Alright. Anything we want to change? Maybe duresses. That actually, maybe like... Is there anything we want to take out though? I don't think so. So I don't think... I like doing this switch, 2 for 2. Or maybe like that. Yeah, I like that. Just because he seems to be playing a lot of the bigger stuff. And that might be wrong. That might be just completely wrong. We'll play duress and we won't sing a single card to take, but this hand we will keep. And he mulliganed every single game. Yep, Courier, take 1. Phase, Legion's Landing. Yep, take 1. My 1/1 has been abraded. Right, we'll play a Courtyard because it's better than Swamp. I mean, I can't play my Drowned Catacombs, so if I draw a whatever it's called. Hey Crumpets, welcome back. That's almost perfect timing because I'm about at the end of this game or this match, so I can hop onto the Bant Approach after this. We'll get a... You don't really need a swamp or an island. I guess we can just get an island. Island is fine. We'll get a couple dudes. Next turn we can upkeep, sack a dude, get more dudes. Yeah. Lightning striking a servo is fine with me. Yes, this is all fine with me. It is the list you sent me, and no, I have not tried it. I bought it right before I started streaming, so I have not gotten a chance to try it yet. Alright, that's just as good. So we'll play Evolving Wilds, play a Sunscorched Champion, gain some life, make some servos. Yeah, I have made so many mistakes recently with since I've been on. Like I just straight up yielded through my first turn. Didn't play a land, didn't do anything. Not of this particular game. Okay. I don't... Oh, we got both. Because is it part of the... Oh, neat. That's neat. But yeah, hopefully you'll do better in future ones. I'm definitely rooting for you. Alright, so next turn we will... You don't even have to upkeep sacrifice. You might just attack with him. Okay, he's waiting for the Karizev. Yeah, we don't really need to upkeep sacrifice, do we? No, because we might just fumigate depending on how things go. Okay. Well, that's fine. That means if he decides to trade with my guy, then we're in a good spot. But I doubt he'll trade with the guy. He's gonna block? Sure. Alright, now do we have options. It's fumigate, which I don't think we need to fumigate right now. We can just authority and sacrifice a dude, which is pretty good considering he has a Karizev. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Now, hidden stockpile, sacrificing. Do you do servo or Sunscorched Champion? Yeah, servo's fine. We don't need to sacrifice our dude. That one is a fine card to put on top, because he can't really deal with it. And then now this basically bricks Karizev, because if she attacks, she makes a dude. And we gain a life. Right. So we'll go to blocks. We'll take care of the Pia, and we can take 4, I think, because it's target artifact creature. Yeah. We'll go ahead and triple block in case he's got like a removal spell. Doesn't really affect us if we. I mean, if he has double removal spell, trading 2 removal spells for 2 servos is totally fine. Sure, he's just gonna pump his dude. That's totally fine. Okay, so he's got to play because he didn't just keep pumping the Thopter. Gotcha. Another Pia. That's fine. Yep, we'll gain a couple life off of that. Yeah, we know what we're drawing and we want to draw it. So we'll play it. We're not dead. Not even really that close to dead, so we'll just play our procession. What are we at? 2, 4, 6. So we'll likely just fumigate next turn. So we'll just activate sack a servo, hidden stockpile, sure. Just tons of tokens, and we'll eventually get some more life gain going. So. Yep, Aether Sphere. Yep, take 4. Two, 4, 6. So we will attack with everything next turn. Flip our Legion's Landing, give us 7 mana, fumigate, hidden stockpile, get a bunch of tokens, be in a great spot. Hiya. Yep. They take 3. I lose 1 dude. Gonna get back a whole bunch of other dudes. Yep. Leave white black open. Play another stockpile. Yep. He's got a Karizev. Upkeep, we will sack a dude. Yeah. It's just probably one of our best draws. He probably concedes. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we did pretty well against the mono red deck, so we can switch over to Crumpets, UK Crumpets version of the Bant Approach deck. I'll pull it up on stream for a second just for video purposes. Nope, that's my deck. Nope, that's also my deck. Alright, so this deck, fairly similar to lists that are running around now, but notably playing 3 Gift of Paradise. Oh, missing, what is it? Spring to Mind. I guess it doesn't like double-faced cards, or these Aftermath cards. Alright, so we got fairly straightforward list, but again, notably extra Gift of Paradises. So we'll go from here, and let's try it out. And I got a little over an hour left to play, so hopefully we'll get in some good matches. Is this me freaking out? By me, I mean my client freaking out. Oh. What has happened here? Jobber Man's got like a crap ton of things open. Is he lagging? What's did he just make a bunch and he's just gonna play them all at the same time? What's the deal, yo? Alright, let's just join this guy. No, that guy. Darn it. We really don't want to get, because Jobber Man seems to be doing something funky. Is there anybody here? No. Anybody here? No. Anybody here? Yes, but I don't want to go at them with a realish deck. So yeah, we just get stuck with Jobber Man. Not sure what's going on here. Will he actually play? Because he's down to like 2. Okay, there we go. Alright. We get to play Jobber Man. We would like to play first. And, well, can't keep a 1-lander. If we had a blue land instead of one of our spells, I could see keeping it. Even a white land, just so we could play Magic, but with this hand we can't play Magic, so we gotta mulligan it. Well, cannot keep a 0-lander either, so not off to a great start, but that's variance, it's not the deck or anything. These guys, if this guy keeps jumping in and out, then we will leave. He seems to be hardcore lagging. We'll give him like until 24, and then we'll just leave. Alright, so not off to a great start. But not much we can do about that. Alright, let's go. I would still like to play first. Yeah, okay. I mean, can't ask for much more from this, so we'll keep it. We can take off the upkeep stops now. And the first, we'll probably get a plains off of our Spring to Mind. Hopefully we draw another land soon. That'll do. We'll just play another forest, try to throw them off of what we're doing. No reason to play the other lands, because that's not turned on and it's colorless, and we'll probably just play that next turn anyways. So, try to confuse our opponent a little bit. Alright. I don't know how this does against this type of hyper aggro. Hopefully we can draw our fumigates or settle the wreckages. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll play that, and we still want to get another white again for our fumigates and such. Because we only need single blue for certain cards, but we need double white for cards we know. So the next turn we'll definitely be playing the Rivulet, and definitely be playing or getting 2 deserts to get deserts off our Hour of Promise, Branch Walker, Shua, yeah, Yield. Yeah, take 2. What did he reveal? Okay. Yep. Card's good, but we just need to cast our big stuff. And we definitely need 2 deserts here. We don't need Scavenger Grounds against him. But we want more blue, I think, which unfortunately is just pain lands. But we'll take another blue. And I think we'd rather have another white. So we'll take the Shefet Dunes. Desert of the True we can cycle later if we need to. So we'll just take the Shefet Dunes, because we already got double white, so we're not going to take much off of that. But this is fairly intimidating. The zombies. He's probably not going to attack into it unless he gets another Lord or something going. Vine Shaper Mystic. That's pretty much the scary thing we were talking about. Well, we'll definitely block the Adept, because that's what the zombies are for. Okay, no blocks. Just giving us time to... Oh boy. So, definitely play land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can Hour of Promise, hold up Essence Scatter. Seems pretty good. So we'll just leave open as many colors as possible. And now we can get some tapped or painless blues. So farmland and what do we got? Sun Petal Grove, Botanical Sanctum. Maybe just more blues. Yeah, that's fine. So blue white or blue green. Yeah, we got, so that's 3 whites. We got 3 greens. Yeah, so blue white is fine. Yeah. get some more zombies, hold open our Essence Scatter, have some more removal in case they play something super crazy. Hasn't played either of those two cards, so we kind of know what he has. Now we really just want to get our approaches. Oh, he played that one. Yeah. Kapala. Spells your opponents cast that target merfolk. Yeah, so we'll... Oh, that should have been Essence Scattered, 100%. But I was, for some reason, thinking it was like our only options are cast out. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, we'll just approach. I wish the Kupala was not in play, but what can I do? Play better. That's what I can do. But for now, we'll just deal, and we can Essence counter his next card, or his next scary creature. Five. 3, 5. Nissa. Ouch. Yep. We'll probably cast that one out. I don't think we need Ixalan's binding it. As long as he's not attacking, we're in a really good spot. Right. Approach is now number 6. We'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we'll leave open Arch of Orozca because we can draw a card off of that. So the question is whether or not we want to wait and cast out, or just, yeah, wait and cast out on his turn, which I don't think we do because he might be playing counter spells main deck. So if we're going to play it now, we may as well just play Ixalan's Binding, hold up. Cast out in case we want to cycle it. We'll get rid of the Nissa because that's just a value card that we're not going to be able to attack through. And eventually he's just going to get 10 power in the air, and that's pretty annoying. Ace Striker. So the blue-white Auras deck is really great. It's really fun to play, and I'm pretty sure it's still really cheap. But it's really aggressive, but also, and a lot of people I found that a lot of people struggle with this specific type of thing because even like targeted removal is pretty slow against it. Because you got to have a lot, like if people are playing cast outs and stuff, we're in a pretty good spot because we can be really aggressive. The other version with the blue 1-drop pirate. 1 second, I'm going to talk through this. So we can Essence Scatter this, but again, we're probably not dying anytime soon. And approach is currently at 6. We'll draw a card off of Orozca, that'll put it at 5. We'll draw a card for turn, that'll put it at 4. And we still got blockers and such. So I think we're in a spot where we don't have to counter this. We can just hold it up next turn. Because he doesn't have any lords or anything right now. Like, he's not doing much damage to us, even if he attacks, because we can block anything really relevant. He can't attack very much. In step, we will draw a card. Put approach at 5. Am I using the wrong deck? I might be using the wrong deck. If so, I am very sorry, Crumpets, but because I'm pretty sure your deck doesn't play Supreme Will. Okay, so approach is now number 4. But if we, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can spend 4 mana and get there. Cool. So, yeah, we will cycle Supreme Will, take our approach. Oh, is it 4 cards? I thought it was 3 cards. Oh well, we had it anyways, but we'll take the approach. Any order. And unless he has main deck counter spells. Okay. He taps and concedes. Kind of juked us. Alright, so back to your question, Striker. I have not seen that list. If you would be willing to share, I would totally like to see it. And if it's similar enough to the other deck, I wouldn't mind putting it together because it sounds fairly cheap. So yeah. But yeah, Crumpets, I'm really sorry. I'm apparently playing my version of the deck, but so we can't bring in everything against him. So we'll see what our options are. I don't know if I need Carnage Tyrant. I don't think I need Search for Azcantas. Don't think I need Pull from Tomorrow. I don't need all the approaches. I don't know if Ixalan's Binding is necessary. Desert Soul's probably not necessary. Jim Davis deck. Cool. After this match, I'll look at it real quick. I'm going to keep playing Crumpet's deck though, because he was here last week and asked me about it. So I don't want to just completely blow him off. Iron Overtur's version, but without the Adorned Pouncers. Apparently those are on there by mistake. Gotcha. Well, we saw a lot of green Merfolk last game, so we might not need the Jace's defeats. Negates are probably good enough. Probably drop a Settle Wreckage. And maybe just drop all the Settle Wreckages and keep in a Binding. That seems reasonable. Keep all our Fumigates. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing, but I think it plays a lot of good cards. All you really need is a reasonable creature, because it's got a lot of staying power with all the draw and stuff, but that's just my experience. But we're gonna mulligan this hand. This hand's, I mean, if any of this was another land, then maybe, or if this was untapped, maybe, so we can cycle the cast out turn 1, but this is really slow on the draw, so we'll mulligan. This one's a little better, kind of slow, but we get to counter something and scry, so we'll keep this one. Lands are good, so we'll keep the land on top. And again, our opponent did not seem super aggressive last game, but then again, he could have just drawn the not aggressive parts of his deck, and based on that turn 1, it seems like he is a fairly It is. Thank you, Striker. Definitely hit that follow button. Any support is appreciated, though. But have a good dinner, and I will see you around. Right, so we'll take the one. Is my follow alert not? I have an alert set up and stuff. I mean, I totally believe you. Right, we'll play. We'll just play another Sanctum because it enters untapped. Let's see. Okay, someone else just followed, so thank you very much for the follow. I will get your name in a second. But we're going to counter this just because we're not just going to hold open mana all game and not do anything. And that's pretty strong. It gets them a 2/4 and a 2/2 unblockable. But yes, thank you, Striker, for the follow. Get your crayon. And I hope you enjoy the stream. We'll stream a couple times a week. I have a real job that I gotta go to, so I can't just stream all the time yet. But with more support from y'all, we can definitely take this off and play some more Magic. So thank you for that. Right, so we'll play our spring here. We're gonna get a white so that we can play Caracal or Fumigate, depending on what happens. So we definitely want that. So depending on how crazy he goes here, will determine what we do. That's not very crazy, so we'll just play our Caracal. Alright, play our land, play our Caracal. No reason not to. It doesn't stop his Cloaked Herald from attacking because it has unblockable, but it'll start gaining us some life. That guy can't block, or can't attack now. So, what we got? What do we got? Silvergill Adept, reveal Tishana. That's a 7-drop. Dang. Okay. He's a little far away from casting the 7-drop. So we definitely need to keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll take one. And so we kind of just have to... He's not ramping or anything. So we just will do what we do. And then hold open Supreme Will to counter Tishana. So we'll cast out on his turn. Probably the Kopala, because we have enough. It costs 6 to cast out now. Right, tapped land. Yep. And in step we'll just cast out the Kopala. Yep. No blocks. Can't block, won't block. Oh, it's activated abilities. For some reason I thought it was all abilities cost 2 more. I guess that makes sense. Or I guess that's nice. Baffling End's pretty good. We'll just go ahead and Baffling End his Silvergill. and then hold open Supreme Will. And now we'll may as well just bash for 7. Because he doesn't play anything hasty, and we can't block that anyway, so we'll just go ahead and bash for 7, gain some life. I don't even know if he wants to play Tishana next turn, but if he does, we'll counter it. So, we're in a pretty good spot. Put a 1/1 counter on another target Merfolk you control, sure. Does he attack? Nope, he does not attack. That is fine though. I think we want to cycle that. 2, 4, 6. No, we're only at 6. Okay. Okay, fine. Plus we can arch. Okay. Okay. I'll play the land. Yep, not going to attack because anything we attack with just dies, and we're not necessarily trying to just run him over with damage. If he just does nothing, then we'll draw a card off of our arch, which is good news. Oh, hold that thought. We've got a Spring to Mine in our graveyard. I forgot we played that one earlier. Alright, so now we get to draw 2 cards instead of just 1 card. Math checks out, guys. So, play Gift of Paradise because it's free ramp. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll target plains. We won't have enough to do that, correct? Because what does that put us at? So if we tap, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, we will. So we'll tap there. Play an island. So now we have 6 mana, so we can activate our arch. Cool Crumpets, yeah. I will add you after this game. I don't know if we want to do mirror matches, but I've got, I guess, like you can see, I've got a few decks that I can throw at you. And that's pretty much just as good as Tournament Room. Right, let's see. Yep, so draw a card off of Arch. Oh, wait. Free cards. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can Hour of Promise and hold open Supreme Will, so we're going to do that. And we will not be able to activate the Arch this turn, so we'll tap it. We've got 2 deserts. Oh, I always forget, when you tap the Gift of Paradise, you have to re-tap the mana. So we definitely want at least 1 more desert. So we'll get Chefette Dunes seems pretty good right now, and we'll go ahead and get another one. So it's really we'll keep the Desert of the Indomitable in there just in case we want to cycle it. Oh, we need to play land. So we'll play that one, probably cycle the Desert of the True. turn, use. Oh, well, we haven't played Approach yet this game, so we don't know where Approach is. Correct? We haven't. No, we haven't played Approach yet this game. But definitely last game that would have. I think we had an Ipnu out, so I think that could have worked. But yeah, I don't think we know where Approach is in our deck right now. Oh, did he just pass his turn? Man. I think we'll go ahead and cast out this Deep Root, whatever it's called. Darn it, gotta tap 2. Just because it's a really annoying card. So he didn't play Tishana that we know he has. But the Deep Root Waters can get out of hand pretty quickly. And we're really not in any hurry to do anything. Let's see, if we Shefet Dunes, what do we got? 4 gets blocked, 3 gets blocked, so deal 9. Tishana and counter it. Definitely countering that. That's kind of what we've been holding this up for. Alright, instead we will... No, I think we're just on the beatdown plan now. So I don't think it'd even hurt to just play this and sack it and such. So can we do both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can do both. So we're going to do both. And both being Hour of Promise and activating Shefet Dunes. Because he's tapped out, so we're kind of not all in on this beatdown plan, but kind of all in on this beatdown plan. Alright, so we'll just get more deserts. We'll activate here, play double white, white, blue, sack a desert. We'll sacrifice one of the non-activating ones. Our other desert. Come at, attack with all our dudes. He doesn't really have any favorable blocks. We'll be gaining a bunch of life, so we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, just... Right, sure, that prevents the most damage. He'll take 9 or 12 or 9. And he could very easily sideboard something like a River's Rebuke, and that would be pretty detrimental. But if he's just playing Merfolk, then that's cool. But if he has River's Rebuke right here, then nope, just a Nissa. But if he did have River's Rebuke there, then he'll get back Kopala, he'll get a 3/3 and a Deep Root Waters, but we get all these back. It's not like a blow up the field thing, so we'd still be able to like fumigate, and we still can play the Regal Caracal. We can replay everything. What suffers is our zombie tokens, but it would definitely hold us off for a turn. Alright, and that'll do it. Alright, so I'm going to first let me fix the lands in this, make sure they match, because otherwise that would be very annoying. Alright, so 2 plains. 2 forests. Oh, what's my ideal forest? That one looks neat. Oh, that one looks pretty neat. Let's go with that one. Forest and 1 island. It froze. Do I need to cancel out? Is this where we're at? Yep, okay. I'm sorry I upset you, Magic Online. Please do not completely shut down on me. Yep, close them. Alright. Pray to the magic gods that this turns out okay. No, it's breaking. It's all going terribly. Sorry for this, guys. We're having some technical difficulties, but we will be back on soon. So just hang tight. You can take a second to look at my awesome default background that came with my laptop that I haven't changed, just because it looked neat enough. So, how are y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. I know I'm having a pretty good day myself, mostly because I get to stream and I'm enjoying streaming. Not only streaming, but streaming Magic, and Magic is fun. Let's pull this over here. You guys don't really get to see my password, but no reason to keep it on the screen. I don't know if any of you have played that, or into that HQ game that's been pretty hyped recently. I was watching Jim Davis's stream. Actually, I think it was a YouTube video of his stream, and him and his significant other were playing it. But it's a trivia game where if you get them all right, then you get money. But the questions are really hard. So, and Magic is loading. There we go. Hey, Incredible Gator. Cool. But it's starting up right now. They do like a 3 p.m. Eastern and a 9 p.m. Eastern game. And also, $20 is $20. So that's pretty hype. But I've only made it a few in. It asked me a question about a comedian, I think. I don't know anything about comedians. Also, thank you, Incredible Gator, for the follow. I finally figured out how to see who my followers were, and you were the guy the other day that followed me. So thank you for that. Did it save my land choices? Let's see. Nope. So let's try this again. Oh. 2,100 people have actually won that much. That's pretty sweet. Which one did I like? I liked that one. Take those two. Cool looking forests. Wait, which one are they? Yeah, that one and not that one. And not that one. Yep, those two. And then an island. Right. And that is my favorite island. It looks super cool. I actually have it as a play mat. I've got more on it than just the picture, but the picture is the background. But it's I really like that island. 1-on-1. Yes, allow. 25, 2, and let's go. Let's go, team. Alright, looks like it's about to start up. The HQ thing. This hand, man. Yeah, we're keeping this one. We are, I mean, it's super slow, but against anything that's not like hyper aggro, I think this is okay. Evolving Wilds is a good sign. It means it's not hyper aggro, probably. Botanical Sanctum. And if you guys do not know about this HQ thing, again, it's a trivia game where if you do really well, you make money. Like actual real money. That one's fine. We don't need to deal with that right this second. But if you guys want to sign up, you can sign up on Android. I'm pretty sure you can do it on iPhone. But if you do, you can use my code. I'm going to, I guess, I don't know if that's technically selling out since it's for a game. But if you use my code, which is just my name, which is Plasma7, without the underscore, my stream has the underscore, but most things I do not have the underscore. But if you use that, you get a free life, I get a free life, and everybody's happy. Yeah, we'll take the two. Alright, HQ's on, so I'm going to triple task here. Alright, so he's a black deck. So that's a little scary. Just because that means stuff like Scarab God and stuff. And counter spells and duress and stuff. It's a pain. Is today Mardi Gras? I ask because the little announcer guy on the thing is currently wearing a bunch of beads, and I know it's Tuesday. Mardi Gras is on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, I'm streaming, so it's Tuesday, not Monday. But I definitely recommend this game to y'all that are not already playing. Right, so he discarded a couple lands, probably means he's pretty land heavy at the moment. Alright, so we'll play that land. Now the question is, do we search for a land? Do we baffling end? I think it's okay to baffling end here, because he probably can't deal with the baffling end once it's on the battlefield. And we don't need the lands. Like if we really needed like a 4th or 5th land, then we would probably do it. But we can just play baffling end on his Champion of Wits. Prevent that from somehow dying in the future and him drawing more cards and such. This guy talks a lot. Last time I played, it lagged so much he didn't even show up. But he's showing up this time, so I guess they got that figured out. We really wanted to ramp last turn, but unfortunately the compass doesn't ramp. And Glint Sleeve's a pain. Some draw cards. Knowing people that draw cards. Which is better? Getting a land out of our deck or playing another compass? Probably getting a land out of our deck. So we'll just chill. This needs 7. No, because we're gonna hour promise. All right, this is better because we'll be hour of promising next turn, which means we can double untap stuff, which is important. Why have I been kicked from the thing? I'm very confused. Okay, so he's 3 color. Did he play that? Did he play that last turn? No. I've been paying attention. Oh, yeah. Granted, I would have known the answer to that, but it would have been a straight guess. So we'll take our beatings here. But I missed the HQ thing, unfortunately. Because I was distracted by magic. Darn you, magic. And if he has like a main deck counter spell, and we'll just get wrecked by it, and so be it. I mean, this isn't necessarily a deck that can beat main deck counter spells. Yes, Crumpets, I have. This is your list. I've got 2 compasses down. I'll be hour of promising next turn. So I'll flip both compasses. And I will be getting some zombies. So, in a good spot. Alright, so deserts. Have to get 2 deserts. Where's the... Okay. Gotcha. Tommy cakes. I'll make sure to specify that in a second. But, okay, so we want 2 deserts. I guess... we want more blue, so we can get an Ipnu Rivulet, and then Desert of the Indomitable, I guess. Oh, no, we'll get a Scavenger Grounds, just in case he does play Scarab God. Pretty high chance he plays Scarab God. Just my 2 cents. And he will have to attack with everything to get any damage through, and if he does that, then we'll kill a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Fatal pushing a zombie, sure. So we've got 2 Spires, which is good news. Yep, he gets to draw cards. Hopefully just jamming approach, going approach will be enough to get us there. So we can't block anything. Well, we can block. That would be our only block, and it's not great. So we'll just bounce that guy and bounce another one of them, and I mean, the lifelink isn't super relevant, but it's more relevant than not. I have really liked Pull from Tomorrow against, honestly, most decks, because the only time you're going to play it is when you run out of gas. And I mean, I definitely at least play it in the sideboard. To bring in against control. Unfortunately, he still does get energy when he attacks. We don't prevent the attacking completely. Like we don't prevent it from attacking. It still attacks. It just doesn't deal the damage. What's he got? That's bothersome. But we've got 2 approaches, so that's good news. Good news for the good guys. Well, I would maybe move something from the sideboard to the main board, but you definitely want 1. And if your concern is losing against very aggressive decks, then and you want to keep the baffling in, then that's fine. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 spires. Is it important to get the Gift of Paradise down? Probably. That's just as good as preventing an attack, so we will do that. Oh, no. I thought I was paying for it. So we'll put it on the plains. Tap a rivulet. Tap an arch. Tap a spire. Oh, whoops. Gotta tap green. One, two, what did I say, spires? Okay. Okay, we're getting there. And then, so we'll gain our 3 life. Cast Approach. Did I do my math wrong? I guess I did my math wrong? Huh. Well, that's still okay. Still saves us about the same amount of life. But now we get a little bit more ramp. Didn't play my land. Got distracted. It's okay. It's okay. And that'll be really bad if we draw something like a cast out, because unfortunately, if we had played our land, we could cast out the freebooter and approach, but now we cannot. So what is this? 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, we're at 13. Can only block the Aetherborn, so not gonna block it. Approach is currently number 7 in our deck. This looks like a Scarab God. Yep. Right, so we'll play our Sanctum this turn. It's currently number 6. We can block the Scarab God, take 7 more, go to 6. Then we will cycle that. It goes to, well, we can also spires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can cycle, arch, and spires 2 things. So I think that's good. And he currently can't get back anything with a Scarab God, so we don't need a Scavenger Grounds. Okay. Yes, we have an Ipnu. Yes, I always forget that. Yes, Ipnu Rivulet. That's much better than milling, because we can Ipnu it down to 2, cycle, draw. Cool, thank you. Yep. And we can do all of that. Yes, that is much better. So it's currently number 6. Yep. Cycle. You may draw your card. Yeah, I'm used to playing the Esper version, and we didn't play any Ipnu Rivulet, so it is fairly new to me. I mean, I got the approach thing down, but when I went to nationals and such, it was all Esper, which I think would be still good right now, but I can't afford them online, the Scarab Gods online, so we will untap the lifelinker, untap the Scarab God, so that's 5, and if for some reason they have a counter spell, we can do the same thing, and we'll take 3, so we can take 5 and 3, so this is fine. But yeah, thank you, Crumpets. Right now we don't need to block. If he plays a creature, then so be it. Yep. Gosh. Does he play main deck Disallow? I mean, we just can't beat that, right? Target player me. Pay blue and 1. Sacrifice the Shefet Dunes. Approach goes down to 2. Cycle our farmland. Approach goes down to 1. Draw our approach. Cast it. Hope we're not dead. One, 2. Okay. Does he have main deck Disallow? Supreme Will? Supreme Will doesn't do it, but Disallow does. Alright, cool. Right. Real life, I have Esper Approach, as I didn't play MTGO until yesterday, so I bought Bant for now, but next payday will be getting Esper 2, so I can have 3 different approach decks. I love Approach. Approach is great. Approach, Search for Azcana is the bee's knees. Right, so Tyrants come in, Negates come in, Desert's Hold come in, maybe Caracles come in, drop approaches. What do we need? I want all of this, but I can't play all of this. Baffling End hits most of his deck. Maybe we don't need Fumigates. Maybe I know Jim Davis likes to board out the Fumigates when we bring in the Caracals. Do we need the Caracals? This is weird. I don't know if... Well, it doesn't seem like he's a control deck. It seems like he's just a blue-black mid-range Scarab God value deck. So I don't know if we can just bank on the mill plan against him. But maybe. Yeah, maybe just since he's not hyper aggressive, he'll probably be slowing down his deck too. So that's reasonable. Kind of search